A pleasant surprise doesn't even begin to describe how this movie is. It is a welcome surprise. What's up, everybody? This is my review of The Naked Gun, starring Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. I did not want to watch this movie. I resisted as hard as I possibly could, but the more and more people I talked to, all of them who saw it told me it's worth it. It's hilarious. It's a worthy successor to the original and the original trilogy as a whole. And after much kicking and screaming, I went to go see it. It was so worth it. I was so happy and relieved and just giddy, to be honest, from the first minute to the last minute of this movie. It was like such a breath of fresh air. At the same time, it felt incredibly familiar. It felt like a warm comedic hug. And when I first heard that this movie was going to be made and Liam Neeson was going to be in it, I was so annoyed. I thought, this is the problem with Hollywood. They just keep rehashing these things, and now they're bringing in somebody else who's never done a single minute of comedy before in his life to do it. I'd never seen his cameo in Ted, so I had no idea how funny he was. But wow, this movie, I compare it a lot to Deadpool versus Wolverine in that both movies have like a joke every single minute. It's just that my feeling watching Deadpool and Wolverine is that I got kind of annoyed with all of the jokes. It was like enough already. And I think the problem with Deadpool and Wolverine in my eyes, it's the same joke over and over again, the same kind of joke, the same category. Whereas in The Naked Gun, it's different. It's slapstick, it's wordplay, so they're using puns, it's pop culture references. It's so varied. It really does kind of feel like an orchestra of comedy and jokes. And it's perfect. Liam Neeson, who again I said, like, this is not going to work, was the exact kind of guy to do this movie. Like I grew up with Liam Neeson watching movies like Michael Collins and Rob Roy and Schindler's List. Guy's an Academy Award nominated actor. So to think of him in a comedy like The Naked Gun, it didn't vibe with me. But seeing his performance, I'm like, somebody like Liam Neeson had to do this. He plays Frank Drebin Jr., basically, the son of Leslie Nielsen's character in the original Naked Gun trilogy. And he's trying to live up to the name as a cop. And so he has that same kind of deadpan delivery. Of course, he doesn't do it as well as Leslie Nielsen because man's an icon. Only he can do what he does. But wow, does he delivers on so many levels. And I think you needed somebody who was going to commit to the dialogue and take it very seriously for it to come off as funny as it is. Some of my favorite gags, really, I think my favorite moment really is when all of the police officers in Police Squad are basically like genuflecting to the memory of those who came before him, including the Leslie Nielsen character and his partner played by George Kennedy in the originals. And then you see like they have to like pay tribute to Nordberg played by O.J. Simpson. And then the guy is just completely uncomfortable, like kneeling down in front of this guy. And the character never did anything, but we as the audience know, what the situation is in that scene. And I love those kind of inside jokes. I love the dad jokes. Some of these jokes are so ridiculous. It's not that they're funny, it's that they're so dumb that you end up laughing. And being a new dad as I am, I love dad jokes. So having them have such a huge platform was just like, it was great. I loved it, everything about this. And then what really kind of got me by the end of the movie, By the way, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson's chemistry, incredible. All time. It's all time great. I don't know if it's going to go down in the history books as one of those great comedy pairings, but it was lovely. It was absolutely incredible. Um, and I'm kind of hoping this starts a new trilogy, to be very, very honest with you. But as it was ending, I thought to myself, I feel like comedy is going to come back. I feel like this is kind of giving room for movies to be funny again and not have to worry about who is going to be offended and who is going to be triggered or any of that stuff. Let's just go to the movies and have a good time. It's brightly colored, it's lighthearted, it's short, it's only 85 minutes long, and it is 100% totally enjoyable. So if you haven't seen it, please do so. You're not going to regret it at all. It'll be money well spent. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.